Hello, my name is Chris Wilson. In this video, we are going to discuss the 8 facets to our self-improvement program. The first thing we've done is we have developed a curriculum for any type of individual, whether they're in high school, college, they're post-college, they already have a career, it doesn't matter. You can offer this to everybody in your community. This curriculum has been based off the top individuals over the past 100 years who have written success books. See, these books are basically clues that have been left behind, but here's the problem. There's over thousands and thousands of self-improvement books by some of the most successful people out there. However, how do we know which ones are the great books and which ones are the so-so books and which ones do we really want to focus on? So what we did is we went out and we whittled it down to about 50 or 60 of the top books. And we took those books and we developed a curriculum that goes in progression. And we assumed that individuals have never had any exposure to self-development whatsoever. Why? Because 80% of the people have a poor self-image. It's just not taught in formal education. It's not stressed. So we started with a progression. And what we did is when we developed this curriculum, we based it around about a half hour of time. That's all we're looking to have individuals commit to themselves. A half hour a day. Not an hour, not 2 hours. It's a really unique program. And when we go through this, I think you'll agree, you'll see the many different ways that we hit how people learn out there, whether they're visual, whether they're auditory, or whether they're kinesthetic. So, number 2, we developed this entire curriculum around books. So what happens is the customer, they are responsible for purchasing the book themselves. They do not purchase the book from us. They can go to Amazon.com, they can go to their local bookstore, they can go and get it out from the library, or they can go online and buy the digital form of it, and they can download it to their Nook, to their Kindle, to their iPad, or whatever device they have. But basically, your customer would be responsible for purchasing the book themselves. Now, what our staff does is as they have read through and mastered all these books, when they go chapter to chapter, they take their own notes from their own perspectives of what they think was the most important information in there as related to how they applied it. Because at the end of the day, that's the key. Many people read books, and after they read a book, they have no clue what they just read. They can't even tell you the key points of that book, and then they can't even tell you how to apply the key points. So our instructors took their notes based on application. And then they went through and they looked at the book and they took all the key points from the authors and put it into what we call instructor notes. So when this book is released, we don't say, okay, here's the book, just go read it. Depending on the book, how big it is and how challenging it is, we're going to release in the curriculum, your customer will be responsible for reading so many chapters a week. And we want to make it so we're only spending a half hour, they're not overwhelmed, and they got plenty of time because there's a lot of different facets of information that they can take advantage of. So let's say, just for example purposes, book number 1, 2 chapters come out this week. They'll get the notes for the first 2 chapters, and then they will also get, number 4, audio files. After our instructors write the notes, then they get together in a roundtable discussion and they discuss that particular chapter on what they perceived were the best parts of it and different stories that people can relate to of how they use this in their life and how they implemented it. And this is key. This is probably the number 1 key to our program because repetition is the mother of all skills. If you want to be good at something, you need to do it in a repetitive manner. And what the audios allow you to do is if your customer has an iTunes account already with Apple, if they have like an iPod or an iPad, then when they get the audios will be downloaded directly into their iTunes account. So they can sync their device up and it can get right on their iPod or whatever their MP3 device is. They can download it to their computer, they can burn it on an audio CD, they can listen to it in their car. I mean, if you just think about it, statistics say this. The average person spends anywhere between 500 and 1,000 hours just in their car driving. Now what they can do is they can take the audios and they can not take any time out of their day. While they're driving anyway, they can get trained and they can put even extra time into their personal development systems. Look at the generation today. They are wired with iPods, their smartphones have all their music on them. They can zap this right to their smartphones and have instant access 24 hours a day. Facet number 5, we will also send videos out directly to the customers on a lot of different issues of how to apply this information. Video is the #1 form of communication right now on the internet. It's the hottest thing out there. I mean, everything is going video. Video on mobile devices, video on iPads, everything like that. So we created some really awesome videos, and these videos talk directly to your individuals. So if you have customers that are in high school, there'll be videos that are directly affect them. If there's videos for small business owners, directly affect them. If there's individuals that have careers and they're having some issues and they want to maybe switch a career or be entrepreneurial, we have different things within there. And then also, this is probably one of the, I think, the most amazing things no one's ever done. We have seminars. We hold seminars all across the country. Anybody that's in our curriculum program can go to these seminars 100% at no cost. That's never been done before. This allows the individuals to get a lot of face-to-face contact, to see a lot of people in local communities or in the region that are just in their same boats, and they can build relationships with them, they can bounce ideas off them, and they know they're not alone. We bring some of the keynote speakers of these books into these seminars. If you just go to some of these seminars, you can pay anywhere between $800 and $1,000 just to attend these seminars by some of these best-selling authors out there and some of the most successful people out there. We give all our individuals in this curriculum 100% access to any of our seminars. Now, all this is only $47 a month. That's how much it costs for the curriculum. And right now, our curriculum is well over 4 years long. I mean, when you look at what do average people do differently than successful people? Why do average people stay average? Why are successful people successful? Why is the self-image of average people, why is their belief low of what they can achieve, of their self-esteem and confidence? Why is that so much lower than people who are successful? What are successful people doing that the average person isn't doing? That's the key, and it's just not taught overnight. You know, that's why we had to develop a curriculum, because successful people, this is what they do every single day, every single month, every single year. In order to change something, in order to be successful, you can't keep doing what you're doing as an average person. If you're not getting the results you want, if your self-image and everything isn't where you want, you can't keep doing the same thing and expect a different result. Hope and a wish does not happen. You need to physically change something you're doing, and you need to be intentional about it. Now, here's the best thing about our program. We offer a free trial to everybody. All they have to do is enter their information in, their credit card. The first 30 days are absolutely free. So they'll get the notes, they'll get the audio, they'll get some videos sent to them for the first month. And then after that point, if they say, hey, it's not for me, that's fine. We appreciate them taking time out of their schedule and to do their investigation and everything. And all they have to do is send us an email and just cancel it, and then we don't charge them anything. If they say, you know what, this is great, they don't have to do anything. Starting the second month, we'll bill them for the first time, and we'll just continue to bill them as long as they're in the curriculum. As long as they're in the curriculum, they have access to all this. That is our program. You can go scour the internet. There is not a single program out there that is based around the top minds of over the 100 years out there. Nothing. There's nothing like this out there. And then on top of that, you don't see notes, you don't see the audios. More importantly, many of these other programs, they charge money to go to their seminars if they hold their seminars. This is an incredible program that will create the funds that you need for your program, whatever it is. So I personally want to thank you for taking time out of your schedule. My name is Chris Wilson. Have a great day.